Emerson Global is an American multinational conglomerate that's part of the Fortune 500, manufacturing products and services across various industrial, commercial, and consumer markets. The company began in the late 1800s in a little town called St. Louis, Missouri. And by little, I mean big. They employ over 70,000 employees in multiple countries. From there, the engineering company took off to new heights. Like in World War II, they became the world's largest manufacturer of airplane airments. In the 1950s, they entered the appliance industry up until about the 80s, and oh, by the way, buying out their competition in the meanwhile. By the 90s, Emerson Global began to expand abroad by focusing on developing countries. Now in the 21st century, they're in a favorable position for even more growth. They have not just been a company, but a global leader for over 100 years. The organization as a whole follows the matrix structure under Emerson Automation Solutions and Emerson Commercial and Residential Solutions. Hold on, what is a solutions company? They basically provide services to other companies and don't go much into retail. That's probably why you've never heard of Emerson Global. Each platform has multiple divisional structures across different industries with their own respective share of products and services. Additionally, Emerson even sports geographical divisions that are departmentalized similarly. However, within these divisions are functional structures which group individuals together based on encompassing skills rather than a common project, with strong core values. But no organization comes without its flaws. So I enlisted the help of experts who research on possible issues about Emerson Global.
While falling under the informal structure of organization, one of the main disadvantages of this type of structure is that it is alien to information. So it means that it's possible that you don't receive any information at all, or you receive the wrong type of information. So with that in mind, it is believed that the cross-departmental collaboration is an apparent issue for the company, as it not only wastes potential manpower, but it also lessens both the productivity and efficiency of the company as a working force.
Yeah, actually. So one of the issues is a high employee turnover rate. During the interview we conducted, our representative enlightened us about the fact that the Philippine branch of Emerson Automation Solutions struggled frequently with relatively high resignation rates, with employees leaving due to career opportunities being present elsewhere, lack of incentives or bonuses, or just straight up being overworked.
So job grade is for their employees. So the salary range was established for each job grade. Every time the rate gets released, this starts comparing their workmate who receives the highest salary. The contact person also mentions that the salaries of employees would be affected proportionally by the number of rates.
So Miguel, Elijah, and Elaine explained to me possible solutions that they had for these issues.
Okay, so having the unnecessary use of manpower and involving departments that are not close to the expertise needed for the said project hinders efficiency as a whole, especially because of the COVID-19 pandemic. It also hinders the amount of employees that are available. So, our group proposed two solutions. The first solution is having a weekly broadcast system. Basically, this happens that you have a point person per department, and he or she is in charge of taking accountability of what the department specifically does and how many employees it has and who are the employees. That way, when you're going to create a project and you need to cross department, do you have to collaborate with another department? It is easier for you to choose which department you're going to be collaborating with. And now, second solution is having a system called TOD. TOD is tabs on department. So this system is capable of keeping track of an updated list of every single employee's position, field of expertise, department location, and availability for both face-to-face interaction or an online setting. The job of TOD is just whenever department are going to commence a cross-departmental collaboration, they must declare it in the TOD system, which is located in the company's website. So basically, Todd just immediately sends out all the aforementioned information to every single employee involved in the project. And of course, it lessens the need for additional employment and ensures that it's regularly updated by its own software.
implementing a rule to the whole company that no other employee should reveal their payslip or else they will be penalized or even the department heads. So another issue that we need to solve is job grade. So job grades is another problem to the Emerson company. Would exist a form of competitive pay and a kind of bonus for employees, but there's going to be comparison towards how much they get and who gets the most salary. They know if someone gets a grade, automatically that person got the highest salary. And employees start comparing who gets the highest salary and lowest salary.
Why employee turnover is such a big problem? Well, unfortunately for Emerson, the inability to meet the needs and the desires of their employees ultimately comes at the expense of their own workforce. For my analysis, I refer to Abraham Maslow's theory of hierarchy of needs, which outlines that people are motivated by unsatisfied desires. With job security and a stable income, an employee's lower order safety and physiological needs have already been met. When a rival company promises them a higher position, career or skill growth, and renown, then they have the opportunity to satisfy the higher order of needs and achieve self actualization. Competition is the name of the game in the world of business, and HR managers compete with other companies in the job market to make sure that they attract the right people for the right job, all the while ensuring that their own employees don't abandon ship should waters get too rough. Otherwise, a constant stream of resignations and greenhorn workers means that productivity and resources are going to go down the drain. Highest solution to address the high turnover rate could come in the form of workforce management software. Workforce management is an important aspect of maintaining a company's human resources. It enables systems to engage and leverage the time and talent of a company's employees, maximizing performance levels and competency. While delegating responsibilities on the fly can keep a work environment dynamic and ever changing, it can also lead to employees feeling overwhelmed by the seemingly endless amount of tasks being assigned to them. So with a workforce management software, it can keep tabs on employee performance, staffing levels, and other areas to eliminate as much wasted time as possible. It can produce automated time off requests, manage absences, and optimize scheduling to preserve the dynamism of the workplace environment without sacrificing employee morale.
These are only some of the issues that the company currently faces. Having to solve the more serious ones lessens the tension and poor quality of work for the organization. We are Team Indigo, and thank you for listening.